Hey guys, Venomous here, and I got a brand new OTGT for you. Now today I'm talking about this game right here, okay? Lord of the Rings Conquest, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of Lord of the Rings fans out there, I myself being a fan, but I'm sorry, the only original trilogy that should ever be called a trilogy is a Star Wars trilogy. Just throwing that out there, people, okay? Lord of the Rings is good, but they don't have Jedis, so yeah. Anyway, what's so good about Lord of the Rings Conquest? Okay, these are done. This is done by Pandemic. Okay, Pandemic, you guys obviously know, has been closed. Okay, already they shut their doors. Okay, Pandemic here, okay, made the Battlefront games. They made Battlefront 1 and 2, I believe it was, okay? And then now they moved on to Lord of the Rings Conquest, okay? Lord of the Rings Conquest plays almost exactly like Battlefront, in which you go out, you control a specific, what is it, foot soldier of whatever army, good or evil, that you're choosing. You have the ability to do a bunch of stuff, capture, specific locations, kill a certain amount of enemies, do certain objectives and stuff. And if you get enough points, you could actually become one of the heroes from one of the actual movies, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll show you guys the back here. Was it the actual back of the actual game and stuff, like that? Lord of the Rings Conquest, save and rule Earth or destroy. Your choice, you decide. Okay, it's pretty cool. It plays, it's like I said, plays exactly like Star Wars Battlefront. The only major differences with this is that while Battlefront was a lot of gunplay and stuff, this one has a lot of melee stuff. So if you ever played the Two Towers or Return of the King games, you'll kind of get the same type of feeling, from the perspective of a foot soldier. It looks like Battlefront, it plays similar to it, but very different with its own flavor, which is pretty cool and stuff. You get your own like archers, which are the more projectile characters. Kind of like the guns from Battlefront stuff. You get mages that have different spells, whether they destroy enemies or they heal your party or they protect themselves and stuff. You get the warriors, which is just the straight up melee guys that got all these crazy damaging combos on guys. So it's pretty cool. You get the heroes, you get all the different types of heroes that they have in the Lord of the Rings, trilogy. Was it from Gandalf to what is it? Legolas to Aragorn to even Frodo, if you can believe it. So it's pretty cool. Whereas you could even play a Sauron if you're playing the evil side, which is pretty badass. Okay. Anyway, what's so bad about this game? Okay, here's the only real gripe I got, or the couple gripes that I got about this game. Okay, number one, the online play is a little bit eh. Okay, and the reason why I say eh is because yes, there is some lag problems and stuff. But on top of that, sometimes people will get kills off of you where you know for a fact, like either you're doing a protection spell against yourself to make you immune to damage, yet you're still getting killed anyway. Sometimes you're not targeting right, you're not focusing on a specific enemy when you're trying supposed to, or like you're hitting somebody with with a certain amount of attacks and stuff and trying to damage them, but they don't end up getting killed, which is a real pain in the ass. But besides that, the only other real gripe I have with this is that once you're done with both campaigns and stuff, because the multiplayer is not really that great and stuff, you're kind of done with it. Now, you could go into instant action, kind of like Battlefront and stuff, and play that over and over and over again, but really, it's probably going to get really tiring after a while. Like, there's some maps in this, there's not a lot. There's enough for somewhat of variety and stuff, and the campaign is pretty good and stuff. But like I said, once you're done with that stuff, there's no reason to actually pop this game in again unless you got a bunch of friends or a bunch of people online that that you could play with all the time and stuff and really have fun with this game, because just going online aimlessly with this game is not really that fun at all. It's not as fun as you would expect it to be, okay? Because Pandemic did a really good job on the Battlefront games, and honestly, I heard the online game was pretty decent for that, and it's pretty good to play offline with that thing. This one's good offline too, but I just wish the online was a little bit better, okay? That's just my own personal gripe, okay? They have everything else as far as like, what is it, a Lord of the Rings fan would expect, to be in a Lord of the Rings game or a Lord of the Rings-esque type of game, and it's just kind of fitting for something, of this type of like trilogy and stuff. Obviously, with the same thing with Star Wars, but just that's my only real gripe with this. Well, other than that, okay, it's a pretty decent game, decent enough for a Lord of the Rings, and what is it, game into the whole, franchise as a whole. But besides that, okay, other than that, there's nothing really much more I can say about this game. Okay, I hopefully, if they do decide to do a sequel, they could fix some of the problems that is wrong with this one. But other than that, that's about it. So anyway, that's my verdict on this game. It's okay, if you could get past the online play and nonsense, that goes on with this game, by all means, you could probably have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, that's just my view. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep it civil, and I'll talk to you guys later. Venomous out.